Kurt, I'm doing great, man, and it's always good to see you. And speaking of seeing you, I'm seeing you all over social media because you, my friend, were just on Joe Rogan this past week.
Yes, I
So
was. Isn't that crazy?
it is, and I always love how I find this shit out on the back end.
I
Hey,
didn't tell you.
I know. I'm like, everybody's like, yo, Kurt Angle's on Joe Rogan. I'm like, oh, Kurt Angle is.
You
Oh,
know what
cool.
happened, to be honest with you?
Yeah.
This weekend, they call me and they're like, hey, we want you to come down. And I literally went down the next day, filmed it, and then came back.
It all happened that
really
fast.
Yeah.
So was it because, hey, the Peacock documentary and all that, or just, hey,
You know
we'd love to
what?
have you?
I believe someone told him about the documentary, and he always wanted to interview me. So this was an opportunity for me. So I decided I'm going to go down and do it. This is Joe Rogan. He's the number one.
Hell
podcast
yeah.
in the world. Yeah.
So when you talked to him, and you just said it, he's the number one podcast in the world. Were you able to share with him the number two podcast in the world,
Yes,
the Kurt Angle Show?
Yes, I was. I told him about the Kurt Angle Show. He started laughing at me.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Especially, yeah, I'm sure.
He's like, you're not even in my league, kid.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's good, man. I'm so happy for you. It got a lot of traction. Like I said, I had people texting me about it, and they're like, Kurt's on Joe Rogan. People at work, they were like, hey, I heard your guy Kurt Angle was on Joe Rogan. So
you're like, he didn't tell me, that bastard.
No, I had found out by then. But man, I'm happy for you. Big platform, like you said, number one podcast. And so very happy for you, dude. Listen, not only that, Joe Rogan, but you made a comeback this week. And I'm talking about with your football picks because Kurt,
yes,
you were 0-2 to start the year. 0-2, goose egg and 2 Jones over there to steal a line from Taz. But you went 2-0 in week 2. Kansas City defeated the Jaguars. The Steelers, thanks to their defense, defeated
the offense was crap.
Yeah, complete horseshit. But they defeat the Browns, so you're at 2-2 now. So we're going to keep this going, as I've told folks. And we said, hey, we're going to do some sports a little bit at the top of the show. So once again, here we are. We're sitting at week 3. And as this drops on the main feed, we are at the Sunday morning of week 3. So here we go. 1 angle lock and 1 angle upset. Kurt, are you ready to make your picks for this week?
All right. You're going to kill me.
If you do this to me again, I swear to God.
I'm going to go with the 49ers. Okay, because they're my team. They're kicking ass this year.
So 49ers over. So listen, by the time we're recording prior to this, that's a Thursday night game. So just so everyone knows, we're recording the Wednesday night before this Thursday game. That's important to share.
Okay.
Yeah. So 49ers over the Giants, because I got to make sure that people will be like, of course you picked them and they won, you know? All right. 49ers over the Giants. And who's your second pick?
The Steelers. I got to go with the Steelers. Okay, I know they're the underdog, but they're the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're my team. I have to go for them.
I swear on all things that are good and holy, on sweet baby Jesus, Kurt, you are going to continue to ride the Steelers thing. Now, listen, I won't give you too much shit this week because you are 1-on-1 now on the Steelers. But yes, I'm telling you, if they start losing again with you picking them, man, we're going to have to make some kind of agreement here, pal. They're going into Las Vegas. Duh. They're going into Las Vegas on Sunday Night Football at 8:20. And hopefully they can pull, the offense at least, can pull their heads out of their asses and we can see a good game out of it.
Are they a heavy underdog?
I didn't even look at the spread. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I'm sure they are. They're going into Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is a good team. So.
Yeah, so... All right. Well, there it is. Kurt's going 49ers, and that's his lock pick against the Giants. That's a Thursday night game, so you guys will already know what have happened at that point. And then he's picking the Steelers again, our Steelers against the Raiders.
Go Steelers. Black and gold, baby.
All right, there we go. Kurt, before we dig into the show, one more item to address this week. I got the opportunity, and I don't know if you know this or not, you and I guess we don't talk to each other, apparently. Our folks that listen...
We just talk on the podcast.
Yeah, they're starting to figure out that you and I really aren't friends. It's all bullshit. But that I also now a few weeks ago got the opportunity and am now hosting a show with Kevin Sullivan behind the ad-free show paywall.
Oh, nice!
Yes,
congratulations, you 2-timer.
Yeah, I mean, just because people think I'm bored. I guess they think I twiddle my thumbs.
Like you don't have a job.
No, yeah, but hey, listen, I love it,
Hey,
Kevin.
hey,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to quit your job if you get another podcast, a third one. You're gonna have to quit.
Well, maybe if these shits started paying well, I would. But listen, Kevin Sullivan, okay, 50 years in the wrestling business, Kurt. He tells me stories from the 70s when he wrestled in the WWF. Did I throw too many W's in there? But it was the 3 W's in the F.
That's 50 years ago.
Yeah. And so he was in there with guys like, Bruno, and he tag team with Haystacks Calhoun. I don't even know if you heard of that guy. That guy was as big as a barn. I think they buried him in a piano box. He was so massive. But anyway, he's done it all. He's the booker for WCW. He has a weekly show called Tuesday with the Taskmaster, and the cool thing about him, Kurt, is he still watches current product. And
Good. So he's up to date.
And buddy, we get into current wrestling storylines on WWE, AEW, all over. And I say, okay, what do you think about Cody Rhodes? And what do you think about this storyline? I'll say, pick up the pencil again and act like you're booking and tell me what you would do.
That's great.
So it's fun. So we actually have a clip because I want to play it because this show is exclusively behind the ad-free show paywall. And so this is our way to just kind of advertise this show real quick.
Sure.
So we're going to do that real quick. Here we go.
He needs to win the belt, but he needs to do what his father did. If he's playing his father's story, his father put the heels over first, dumped all the heat, all the adversity. I mean, then he beat Brock with a broken arm. I think they're doing it perfectly. And now I think if they go to WrestleMania 40,
okay,
it's time.
But listen, and that's when we recorded that was prior to The Rock coming out.
Right.
And now The Rock's coming out and teasing, and he was on SmackDown, and now it could be Rock.
Yes. Yeah, it could be Rock. You know what? I tell you this, Kevin Sullivan was a year late because I picked Cody last year.
You did. His whole point is they need to continue to build that story, just like the American Dream, right?
Yeah.
And his
putting the heels over, and
that's right. That's right.
The WrestleMania and get all the heat on the heels.
So
then win.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kevin, listen, guys, Kevin's awesome. He is a great guy.
Mind for the business, man. Yes.
Very friendly. He talks to me. He wants to, he's like, when you come out west, we're going to go out to eat. I'm like, man, I wish Kurt was this nice. And I'm kidding. But listen, you guys can catch it every Tuesday. It's Tuesday with the Taskmaster. That's the title of the show. Adfreeshows.com. Plus, you guys know thousands of other bonus content out there. Kurt and I do bonus shows. And there's a special offer right now. New subscribers save 20% off their first month by going to adfree20.com. That's 20% off, Kurt. 1 month, that first month at adfree20.com. You're going to get this content plus everything else that we have over there. So please jump in, take advantage of it.
Good deal, man.
It is. It's sometimes I still feel like it's a secret in the wrestling business, and ad-free shows should not be. There's just so much great content. We've been a part of the network for several years, and we love meeting everyone over there. You know them by their first name. So it's a really great community, and check it out, adfree20.com.